Hi, I'm DelusionDispeller. Sorry if that last part was a little longer than your attention span allowed for. I try to keep things down to a few minutes and no more than 5, but on that first one, my cat was kind of catching my attention, and my slightly ADHD brain was sidetracked. So, sorry about that. Anyways, we're talking about narcissistic or narcissism in therapists. Like psychologists, psychiatrists, psychotherapists, whatever. Even life coaches can be like that. So, the next thing is they may make sexual comments to you during sessions. I'm not going to elaborate on that, but if you feel like you're being hit on by the therapist, they may not even be narcissistic. They may just be creeps or psychopaths or something like that, or sexual predators. Either way, that does not belong in the therapy office. Not that you can't talk about sexuality with a therapist or a life coach, but they should not be making comments regarding your sexuality during your sessions, or at all for that matter. Narcissistic therapists are often very big on titles and on you obeying them and doing what they say. Now, you've probably heard me say, if you apply what I tell you, chances are you're going to see progress. But if you don't, we're going to be having the same conversation next week, same time, same station, so to speak. That's not me being narcissistic. That's me being honest. I know that what I've learned often helps a lot of people. If you listen to me and you apply some of what I tell you, or most of what I tell you, I guarantee you will find help, because what I'm telling you is healthy. I'm telling you to have a relationship that's healthy with a person, and if that person you're with is not healthy, then it's time to end the relationship, or if it's making you unhealthy. I mean, these are just things that are kind of logical but helpful at the same time. So it's not me saying, oh, well, if you don't obey me, I'm going to not talk to you. It's not like that at all, not for me anyways. So yeah, I'm not big on titles. I'm not big on being the guru and the be-all and end-all of anybody's life. If they are finding help elsewhere and it's more helpful than I am, good. Whatever it takes to help you get free, I am all for it. With a narcissistic therapist, their body language can be very haughty. They can like stick their nose up in the air and just be haughty, or give you the glare, or just kind of like act like, well, that's not really what happened, is it? You know, just kind of a cocky, snotty, snobbish attitude. Narcissistic therapists often seem to make things a competition. So if you tell them about a problem that you have, they try to one-up you. Oh, well, yeah, well, I remember when I did this, or I said that, or this affected me this way or that way. They're not there to receive therapy from you. They're there to help direct you and help you find your own answers, generally. I, as a life coach, or is it me as a life coach? I don't know. I'll say I as a life coach. That sounds better, I guess. I'm not a counselor where I sit there week after week just saying, oh, and then what happened? Oh, and what did you do then? I don't do that. I just pretty much listen to what your story is and what happened to you, and I talk about options, and I talk about steps you can take to break free from the trauma and the things that are taking over your life. So, okay, a narcissistic therapist talks over your head. They use a lot of medical and therapeutic mumbo-jumbo that makes no sense. That's why I try to keep my videos really down to earth. I'm just a person. I'm not some kind of a theorist or some kind of philosophical guru out there that's studied for years and years the quantum physics theory of God knows what. I don't even know how to say it. But I try to be very real and very down to earth, so pretty much anybody can understand me. That's my goal anyway. That's kind of the teacher side of me, I guess. A narcissistic therapist is critical of just about every therapist but themselves. You won't hear me usually criticizing a therapist unless there's something really wrong with that person. I don't believe that every therapist, every life coach out there is terrible, because they're not me. I can refer you to some life coaches. I can refer you to some therapists that I think are great. And I can also warn you about some that are dangerous. But I'm not going to just say, well, I'm the only one that knows anything, so only listen to me. No, that's not me. Stay tuned, and I'll tell you more. Thanks.